Hi there Scorpio, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your weekly intuitive reading for November 30th through to December the 6th. So Scorpio, like always, I will be getting started with the Work Your Light Oracle, then drawing you an overarching tarot card from the Moonchild Tarot before getting out the tarot story with the Rider-Waite clarified with the Radiant Rider today. So let's see, candle, I went to trim the wick and it was still a bit hot. It's going to be going a little bit crazy, but that's okay. Let's get out your card here, Scorpio. For the Scorpio Collective. Actually, I've got one that's turned over, didn't even realise. You're already doing it, Scorpio. Stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. I know it doesn't autofocus, guys, but you can kind of see a little bit what's going on in that card. It says that maybe some moves that you have made recently, maybe during your season, you know, that purging, that letting go, that releasing, that embracing the new is, you know, the right path for you. You're on your divine timeline potentially, or moving towards that this week. Now, what I also notice in this card is see how that person is, they're almost like at a threshold, about to take a leap, a jump, go through a portal, a final step. It's almost like realizing that, you know, the past is complete and we're disengaging with that. I really get a Three of Wands feeling when I see this card. It's almost like you can feel the seeds of success and the ships on the horizon, and you're kind of getting ready to take a fundamental step. Maybe you're already doing it, or maybe you've been working up to this the step at the, you know, in the months that have come before this. So let's get this overarching tarot card for you, Scorpio. Nine of Cups. Yeah. Stop overthinking it. You're already doing it, and keep facing your true north, because Spirit is saying that you're actually all aboard to, you know, Nine of Cups territory, which is the wish fulfillment card. And it's not about, okay, oh, I've just made a wish and it's come true. It's come to the person that's worked for it, has worked that process of the release, you know, the clearing of the slate, the letting go of what's not in alignment, and, you know, really making choices that are based on, will this bring me joy? Will this bring me love, satisfaction, and healing and harmony? And it says that, you know, you've kind of started doing that enough that you're starting to feel it, and you're starting to know that you're moving towards that fulfillment. Just one cup away from the Ten of Cups. So that is a great insight there. You know, it's beautiful energy. Let's go to the Rider-Waite, Scorpio, and we'll be starting with the energy of the recent past. Energies leaving, completing, transitioning in your life. What you, Scorpio, may be journeying, if this is your reading. Yep. Two of Swords. Yeah, weighing up options. Feeling into that heart, right? You know, keep facing your true north. The heart is the inner compass, and we see somebody who's, you know, starting to work that process of tuning into that to maybe make a key decision here. Current or focus energy, please, for Scorpio. So the neighbours have decided that it's a good time to mow the lawns now that I'm doing tarot, so I hope you can't hear that. It's not too bad. Whoa, Magician. I just had this for Pisces as well. Stepping into that power to transform your reality. That's what it takes, you know, conscious awareness, conscious creation. And then, you know, you're turning base metal into gold, literally before your eyes. Right, your bottom of the deck energy, look at that. We've got the Nine of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So you're already doing it, Scorpio. Let's get the clarifiers, that extra level of information. Clarifying the Two of Swords for you. Oh, it's already turned over. Three of Swords. Okay. Interesting. Clarifying the Magician for you. That one's flipping. Knight of Pentacles. Clarifying the Ace of Pentacles for you. The Moon, Pisces in the Major Arcana. Bottom of the deck energy, oh yes. The Wheel of Fortune. Well, what do I say, Scorpio? Divine timing is upon you. When we see the Wheel of Fortune in the reading, it really says that that universal wheel wants to turn for you. I'm getting goosebumps as I say that. I don't know if you can see on my arms. Like, I just have felt this feeling, you know, that deep change is upon a lot of us this year. And, you know, it is kind of like a whole decade, a 10-year cycle wrapping up, you know, karmic cycles, karmic lessons. But when this appears in the reading, there's an element of, you know, the time is right and ripe for key moves, key decisions in your life. I feel for some of you, you are either, you know, contemplating maybe, you know, releasing a relationship or releasing a job, something that's quite fundamental to you that, you know, is going to cause you a little bit of grief, sorrow and sadness. But we know that when we actually release that, you know, in that space that's left, we get to create something new. So the Wheel of Fortune is saying, I know you're feeling that, you know, that your timeline has kind of reached a milestone and it's time for you to take some action here. The wheel is turning. Which way is it turning? Well, 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, you're already doing it. You're already doing it because it's already in your awareness to start making the decisions, 2 of Swords, that are going to, you know, actually turn that wheel, you know, you're turning the handle. So we're starting here with the recent past, or leading up till now, 3 of Swords and 2 of Swords. For some of you, you may have already been through a painful ending of one of those cycles that I mentioned, and we've just, you know, come out of you know, your season where, you know, you may have been using that energy that scorpionic energy to purge, to release, to clear, to let go. And you might be kind of sitting in the aftermath of that. Others of you might just be on the threshold. Maybe that is the threshold that you're on now of like, okay, there's something I need to address. It's not going to be easy, but I need to do it. And with the 2 of Swords, we see somebody who's trying to make up make up their mind, make that decision, and they're weighing up the options here. Do I stay in this? But I'm being called forward. The Wheel of Fortune's calling me forward. I kind of feel like I have to do this. And you see them crossing their heart. And really what we want to do is expose the heart and feel into what is what is right for us in this situation. Where do you want to go in the future, and can you, you know, get there from the situation that you're in? If it isn't a relationship or a career or whatever it is that supporting your dream? And if not, we need to either change it or release it. So the key with the 2 of Swords is to make those clear decisions, but not allow our emotions to get involved. You know, we want to make it from, yes, our intellect, swords, fact and logic, but also our intuition, which is why we have the moon here, and it is a new moon, so it's saying it's going to lead us to a new beginning, you know, a new beginning. And yeah, we might have to journey some pain, expose our heart, but this is a number 3, and 3, you know, in tarot is about creation, you know, and actually, you know, creating something new. We've got the Magician here, we've got the Ace of Pentacles and that new moon here. So that, you know, you're going to have to go through some healing for sure, but the space is essential for what we're creating here, and keeping in mind that this is where we're heading. There's 9 of Cups here in this reading. So in the current or focus energy, yeah, I mean, awakening to your power as the Magician. Only you can really create your reality here, Scorpio. I mean, sometimes the universe gives us tower moments, and that can kind of be that feeling of, you know, the universe shifting you to your timeline when you're not taking action. And, you know, I did get like a very nasty comments about me saying that the tower, you know, is a hidden blessing because it's there to align you to your path. You know, that is what it is, guys. And it can feel awful at the time. Like, you can feel like something, you know, is really, really coming down in your life. You can lose your income source. You can lose your relationship, your home. You can generally only understand where that piece falls for you in the future, looking back in hindsight. So, you know, it's still a blessing in disguise, you know, from what my teacher taught me and, you know, what I understand about the tower. So the magician is like, if we're actually having that awakening to ourselves as co-creator or conscious creator, together with the universal energies, when we're tuned into that and we're moving in alignment with our universal timeline, we don't generally get to the towers because we are releasing and going with that flow and we're feeling into it. We're not holding on beyond when we should. So the magician is that awakening to the fact that you have that power within you, have everything you need to transform your reality to where you truly want to head here. The emotional intelligence of the carp, the passion and the power of the wand, the intellect of the sword, and the resourcefulness of the pentacle, which is a real theme for you in the second half of this reading. That's when you unlock that infinite potential, you know, infinity sign here, because, you know, you're working with the process. The magician knows that it's time to clean up, you know, the inner game from the heart, because the vibration that we're putting out there is what we attract back. If we want 10 of Pentacles, whether that's relationship or home or work for you, because it can be all of those things, you know, the kind of highest vibration of that. If we want that, we need to line up with that. And anything that's not in alignment with that needs to be released. You've got free will. You can choose to stay in the relationship that's just a little bit off, and, you know, like, you just potentially won't get to your fullest potential, but you can choose to stay in those things. Sometimes the universe decides to move us anyway, and that's when the tower comes in. So it's about cleaning up that inner game so that we are attracting from that high vibrational frequency, but then we are going to come up against the blocks to that. If we're really calling that in, you will be shown the blocks and you will be encouraged to remove them, because if you want to call that in. So I feel like you've removed one of those big blocks, or you're in the process of it, you're already doing it. That's kind of that final piece for you. And then the universe is saying, you know, get ready, get your land ready, get your earth ready to take the seed that's coming in, as in there's going to be opportunities coming in for you, so you better be prepared and ready. The Knight of Pentacles is about making a plan, getting a methodical, efficient plan, a step-by-step incremental plan in place to get to here. So we actually need to look at, okay, if I want a beautiful home in the country with a partner and a child or whatever, what do I actually need to do to line up with that, to create that? You know, yes, we might need to get a savings plan. We might need to do some work on ourselves so we're ready for that partner when they present themselves to us. All these different things. If we want that dream job, do we need to go and do some study? So nothing happens without then actually taking that conscious action towards that. Sometimes we get lucky, but, you know, generally speaking, it's that's the creation process, right? You know, calling it in, being available for it, taking the action steps to getting it. So the Knight of Pentacles says, time to get ready, time to start preparing, taking those steps, because there is seeds of opportunity waiting for you. Yeah, have patience. This is the slowest moving knight in the tarot. It's going to take time, but it is ready to start for you, because, I mean, the wheel is just turning, and generally we feel the wheel of fortune turn, and then it's a little while before it kind of gains that momentum. But gain momentum, it will. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Moon in your outcome position here. Pisces in the major arcana. Now this is interesting because the moon's got a few different readings, but it can be, you know, it's about tuning deeply into your intuition as well, being really clear on what you're wanting here and what you're calling in. It can be about like secrets. Sometimes it talks about deception. I'm not really feeling that in this reading. I am feeling maybe tuning into the depths within yourself, your own secret corners here. You know, what is it that you truly want? It's time to really look at that and, you know, shed light on it. And that's when that path forward to actually getting it is revealed. So we've got that path forward there. We've got the path here in the Ace of Pentacles. And then we have the Pentacle waiting at the end. So what needs to be looked at within you? The moon can also be about hidden blessings. You know, it's saying here that this is a blessed opportunity that's coming in for you because you're doing the work, you're doing it, you're already doing it, and those that are working with their timeline and the universal process will achieve the milestones that are meant for you in this life. Yeah, and the Ace of Pentacles is that opportunity, and it will be different for all of you. It really depends, as the magician of your life, what you're calling in. What you are calling in will be different to what I'm calling in at this stage of my life. Is it the next stage on your career? Is it, you know, is it a partner? Is it a relationship going to the next stage of commitment? Is it a new contract? Is it more money? It can be all those different things. A home, buying a home, renting your dream home. It comes to the person that's walked the path, looked into their dark corners about what they truly want, shone the light on it, gone through the portal of transformation, you know, ended the cycles that they've needed to, and then this comes in. And the promise is that, you know, with the efficient steps, the patience, and the investment of your time and energy, that you can take this all the way. As long as you nurture it, right, as long as you actually do your end of the bargain, it can expand into the Ten of Pentacles, which for some can be, you know, it's that living your best life reality, which for most of us is depicted in this card. You know, the home, like family down the road, maybe living with generational family, kitties, pets, enough money, whatever that is for you, and stability and security and safety. So it's kind of saying you're already doing it. I'm just noticing here, I should have noticed that a 10 at each end of the reading, completing the old cycle and calling in the new from 2020 to 2030. That sounds weird. What do you need to do to get from this initial shift to your best life? Start putting the methodical plan in place, because step by step, Scorpio, you can achieve this. But, you know, Spirit is saying you're actually already doing it, so keep working the process. Wish fulfillment is in your conscious awareness. Scorpio, I'm going to leave it there, and I hope you enjoyed this weekly message. Do keep in mind it's a general reading for the collective, may or may not resonate for you. You know, sometimes pieces does, sometimes it doesn't in its entirety, and sometimes it just doesn't. Doesn't mean it's rubbish, it's just not for you this week. Feel free to drop me a comment. I read them all, guys, and I do try to respond to, you know, what I can. Helps me get to know you guys, connect with your energies, and see what's happening out there in the collective. Scorpio, it has been a pleasure. I will see you for another one next week. Bye for now.